80,000 new Instagram followers in just 90 days. What's up, everybody? It's Sean Daniel here, and today I want to share with you the three major keys that allowed me to help the political and motivational speaker Brandon Tatum grow his Instagram from just 20,000 followers to 100,000 followers in only 3 short months. And all of these 80,000 new Instagram followers came organically, not by doing any advertisements, any following and unfollowing, or even by paying for any followers. Now, granted, Brandon is a powerful and dynamic speaker, and he'd been speaking at major conferences and events, as well as frequently appearing on a nationally televised news network. So he already had a tremendous amount of public exposure. And the impact of that exposure and his speaking skills could be seen in the 175,000 subscribers he had on his YouTube channel. Yet, despite having 175,000 YouTube subscribers, he only had 20,000 followers on Instagram. Something was missing. Actually, a number of things were missing, but the most important missing elements had to do with the content he posted on his Instagram page. And that's where these three major keys come in. When we combine these three major keys with Brandon's speaking skills and exposure he had through TV and major conferences, then we were able to grow his Instagram from just 20,000 followers to 100,000 followers in only 90 days. But first, before we get into these three major keys which helped me grow his Instagram at such an insane rate, I want you guys to know something. Despite the amazing growth that we achieved in such a short period of time, as of March 1st, 2019, I no longer work with Brandon. After helping him gain this big following, Brandon eventually wanted to have his girlfriend help him with his marketing. And by March 1st, 2019, he decided to have her fully contribute and run his marketing. While I'm thankful for the opportunity to have helped Brandon grow his social media, I just want you guys to be aware of this and to know that anything you see posted on his social media and YouTube after March 1st, 2019, that content is not from me. But regardless of the change in this situation, I still want to share with you how I was able to help Brandon grow his Instagram from just 20,000 followers to 100,000 followers in only 90 days. But first, why is it even a big deal that I helped Brandon grow a big following on Instagram? Why exactly is Instagram so important? This is an essential question for us to answer because if we don't, then we're not going to have true conviction and believing behind exactly why we're trying to build a following on Instagram. So, why exactly is Instagram so important? One, it's where many people's attentions are today. Why do I say that? Because we know that Instagram has over 700 million monthly users. Two, Instagram has a higher engagement rate than Facebook and Twitter. And engagement is the amount of likes, comments, and shares you receive on your posts. A big reason for Instagram's higher engagement rate is because Instagram is solely visual content. It's only photos and videos. And visual content is extremely stimulating to our brains. Compare that with Twitter and Facebook, where many posts on those platforms, they're just plain text, which isn't as stimulating. Another reason Instagram has a higher engagement rate than Facebook and Twitter is because Instagram caters to people's short attention spans. We know this because Instagram videos that are posted on your profile, they're only a maximum of 60 seconds long. Now, there is an exception to this with Instagram TV video posts. You can upload videos to Instagram TV anywhere between 10 and 60 minutes long, depending on how many followers you have. However, all the videos that a follower will see in their newsfeed are video posts that are 60 seconds long, or posts which only show the first 60 seconds of a longer Instagram TV video. And these posts will have a keep watching button down at the bottom. Now, this is much different than Facebook, where videos on Facebook that you see as you scroll through your newsfeed, those can be up to 45 minutes long. Now that we understand that Instagram is important because it has over 700 million monthly users and has a higher engagement rate than Facebook and Twitter, let's see how building a following on Instagram can help you grow your business or brand. Number one, building a following builds your authority within your niche. And for those of you who may not know, A niche is the subject or category that your brand or business falls under. For example, if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, you'll be viewed as much more of an authority within your niche than someone with 5,000 followers. The second way that building a following can help you grow your business or brand is so you have an interested or receptive audience to market your products or services to. So with over 700 million monthly users and a higher engagement rate than Facebook and Twitter, you can see why Instagram is a tremendous platform on which to grow your business or brand by building a following. This will not only increase your authority within your niche, but it will also increase the marketability of your products and services within that niche. Now that we've learned why Instagram is so important in growing your business or brand, let's dive into those 3 major keys that enabled me to help the political and motivational speaker Brandon Tatum grow his Instagram from just 20,000 followers to 100,000 followers in only 90 days. If you implement these 3 major keys that I share with you in this video, you might not gain 80,000 new followers in 90 days. But you definitely will grow your page no matter how big or small it is right now. At the beginning of this video, I informed you that Brandon is a powerful and dynamic speaker, and he had exposure to the public through conferences, events, and a nationally televised news network. And as a result, he had built his YouTube to 175,000 subscribers. But he only had 20,000 followers on Instagram. I also told you that the reason for this massive difference in numbers was that something was missing, and that the most important missing elements had to do with the content he posted on his Instagram page. And that's where these 3 major keys come in. And these 3 major keys are that your content must be 1, valuable, 2, inspiring, and 3, consistent. First, your content must be valuable. Your content needs to provide value to your followers. It needs to educate, motivate, or entertain them in some way that benefits their life. And that's exactly what Brandon Tatum needed to do. He needed to educate, motivate, or entertain his followers within his niche. Now, Brandon had 2 primary niches, or categories, in which he was trying to grow his brand: the United States politics niche and the success/motivation niche. Depending on your brand, the value you provide in terms of education, motivation, or entertainment can come in a multitude of ways. It may even come from something as simple as just sharing your personal story or journey. But before we go on, there's one thing we all need to recognize, and that is there's a big difference between thinking we're providing value and actually providing value. And that's one of the challenges Brandon was having. Previous to Brandon and me working together, his Instagram posts just consisted of photos of himself at various events. Now, while some people might enjoy seeing where he is and how he's living his life, posting only that type of content, it wasn't working. Because posting only that type of content was not providing value to his audience. It wasn't educating, motivating, or entertaining them in some way that benefited their life. And although he was trying to share his personal story or journey, he wasn't doing it effectively. He was just posting random photos. And as a result, he only had 20,000 Instagram followers, despite having almost 9 times that, 175,000, on YouTube. So before anything else, your content needs to be valuable. And to help you figure out ways that you can provide value within your Instagram content, I've put together a free Instagram content guide that you can review and fill out for your specific brand or business. Just tap the link in the description below to get access to this free guide. The second major key is that your content must be inspiring. By inspiring, I mean that your content provides so much value, along with a call to action or question for your followers, that it inspires them to engage with your post. That it inspires them to like, comment on, and or share your post with others. If all you do is post valuable content that educates, motivates, or entertains your following, but it doesn't inspire them to engage with your content, to like, comment on, or share your posts, then the impact of those posts will be minimal. And therefore, you won't be growing your page as fast as you could be if your post inspired engagement. There's 2 reasons you want to inspire people to engage with your posts. especially by commenting. The first reason is to build a relationship between you and your followers. You don't want to be that person that just posts content but doesn't truly connect with your followers. But you can connect with them by inspiring them to comment, and then you comment back. As a result, they'll begin to see that you're someone who actually cares about their audience. And you're not just somebody who just posts content for content's sake. However, if your content does not inspire engagement, you won't be able to build a relationship with your followers. The second reason you want your posts to inspire engagement in your followers is to increase the amount of people that view your posts. When your posts inspire engagement, that communicates to Instagram that your content is providing true value to your followers. It lets Instagram know that you're providing them with the education, motivation, or entertainment they desire. Because of this, Instagram is more likely to place your post closer to the top of people's news feeds, thus enabling them to have a better chance to see it and engage with it if they haven't already. Another important point is that if your posts inspire enough engagement, Instagram will place your post on the Explore page, where more people, especially those who aren't yet following you, will have the opportunity to see your posts and also engage with it. And the Explore page is that page that you view when you hit the search icon on the bottom of the Instagram app, and it shows you a multitude of posts that Instagram thinks you might find valuable. So we want our posts to be inspiring. We want them to inspire engagement in our followers. And we want to do so for two reasons. One, to build a relationship with our followers, and two, to increase the amount of people that view our posts. With this in mind, what can we do to inspire our followers to engage with our content so we can accomplish the two things that I just stated? Well, first, we know that our content must be valuable because no one's going to like, comment on, or share content that has no value. And although our followers may think our content is educational, motivating, and entertaining, we really have no guarantee that our posts will inspire them to engage with it. However, there are specific things we can do within our posts to assist in inspiring that engagement. One thing that's proven very beneficial in this regard is to write long captions, 90 words or more, that provide even more value or insight into the subject or topic of our post. And within that caption, there's a few extra things we can do. One thing we can do is ask a question that relates to the subject of our post. Our goal in asking a question is to inspire our followers to engage with the post by writing an answer to that question in the comments section. Their answer will allow us to connect with them on a more personal level, giving us insight into their personal interests and desires, and thus providing us with important information we can utilize to ensure that we post the valuable content that they desire. Some questions I might ask are, why are you interested in growing your Instagram? Or, are you a solo entrepreneur or do you have a team? Another thing we can do within the caption is give our followers a call to action that relates to the post, such as tag a friend that needs to hear this, or comment below how many followers you want to gain in the next 90 days. Remember, you can also incorporate these calls to action and questions within the actual image or video that you post, as well as the caption. However, if the only thing you put into your caption is a question or call to action in order to gain likes, comments, or shares, then it's not going to work. Because if that's all you put into your caption without providing additional value, people are far less likely to engage with your post because it might give them the impression that you're selfish. They might think that you don't care about helping or providing value to them, but instead you just want them to provide value to you by engaging with your posts. And if you want to learn more about how to write valuable captions that inspire engagement, you can download my free Instagram content guide on my website. Just tap the link in the description below to get access to this free guide. After you've ensured that your content is 1, valuable, it educates, motivates, or entertains your following, and 2, inspiring, it inspires engagement. It inspires your followers to like, comment on, or share your post with others. The third and final major key is that your content is consistent. You may post insanely valuable content that causes ridiculous levels of engagement. But if you don't do it consistently, you will not grow your page, or at least as fast as you could. It's just like fitness. It doesn't matter how hard you exercise and how healthy you eat. If you don't do it consistently, you will not see great results. And it's the same with Instagram. You have to be consistent in posting valuable, inspiring content that educates, motivates, or entertains in order to gain real and engaged followers. But how consistent is consistent? 4 times a week, 2 times a day, 4 times a day? It's totally up to you. But what I've found for myself and working with Brandon is that 5 to 7 times a week, or about 1 time a day, inspired the greatest amount of engagement. It was right at this quantity of about 1 times a day that we were able to consistently create great quality posts. When we posted more frequently than that, the quality of our posts went down because of time restraints in producing those great quality posts. And for a personal brand like Brandon's, I've found that it's really not that easy to create and post great quality posts multiple times each day, especially when you don't have a large team creating content. Plus, if you post multiple times each day, you just start to flood people's newsfeed, and your content loses its exclusivity because your audience is always seeing so many posts from you. And if your content has exclusivity to it, you will always leave your followers wanting more instead of wanting less. So in review, 3 of the major keys that allowed me to help the political and motivational speaker Brandon Tatum gain 80,000 new Instagram followers in just 90 days was by creating posts that were valuable, inspiring, and consistent. And if you too want to organically grow your Instagram, no matter how big or small it is right now, you too need to create posts that are valuable, inspiring, and consistent. Your posts need to be valuable. They need to provide value to your followers by educating, motivating, and/or entertaining them within your niche. And a niche is the subject or category that your brand or business falls under. Secondly, your posts need to be inspiring. They need to inspire people to engage with your posts, to like, comment on, or share. And a way you can do this is by asking questions and having calls to actions within the caption of your posts or within the actual post itself. Finally, your posts need to be consistent, whether that's 4 times a week or the optimal, which I recommend, 1 time a day. And if you want help figuring out exactly how to implement these 3 principles to your brand or business and start growing your Instagram no matter how big or small it is right now, download and fill out my free Instagram content guide. Click the link in the description below to get access to this free guide. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more social media and marketing videos like these, consider subscribing. Again, it's Sean Daniel here. God bless.